Welcome, dear listeners. This is Neville Goddard Speaks Through AI, where we dive deep into the timeless wisdom of Neville himself. I'm your host, and today we have an enlightening episode in store for you. Let's begin with a powerful quote from Neville. Man's imagination is God. Take a moment to let that sink in. This view might surprise you, but it's a central theme in Neville's teachings. Throughout our busy lives, we often overlook the divine force that is always within us, our imagination. This episode is an invitation to reconnect with that force, to recognize and honor it as not just a part of us, but as the very expression of divinity. So, sit back, relax, and get ready, because today we're journeying into the very heart of our creative power, our imagination. Imagination is not idle daydreaming. It is the life force behind all creation. When we talk about imagination, some might think of playful fantasies or whimsical daydreams, but Neville argues that it is so much more. Our imagination is a potent, dynamic force that has the power to shape our reality. It's the engine behind every creation we bring into existence. Think about it. Every great invention, every work of art, every significant achievement began as a spark of imagination in someone's mind. Now, it's crucial to distinguish imagination from mere fantasy. While fantasy might be an escape, a retreat from reality, imagination is the active, formative principle of the universe. It is the process through which the abstract becomes concrete, the unseen becomes visible, and the intangible becomes tangible. When you harness the power of your imagination, you are utilizing the same creative force that crafted the world around us. Neville teaches us that our imagination is not just a mental plaything. It is the very foundation upon which we build our lives. By understanding and embracing this truth, we unlock the ability to consciously create our reality. So remember, every time you imagine, you are not just dreaming, you are engaging in the divine act of creation. Ancient mystics knew this profound secret, the secret that modern minds have largely forgotten. For centuries, spiritual teachers and mystics have understood the incredible power inherent in human imagination. They recognize it as the bridge between the human and the divine, the key to manifesting reality itself. Yet somewhere along the way, this sacred knowledge faded from common awareness. In our modern rational world, we began to see imagination as mere fantasy, as something inconsequential. But Neville Goddard, with his timeless wisdom, brings us back to this fundamental truth. You are already divine, and the evidence lies within your ability to imagine. Neville reminds us that the divine spark within you is your power to imagine. It's not just a creative faculty, it's the essence of your being, the part of you that mirrors the creative power of God. Every image you conjure in your mind, every scenario you play out, is a testament to your inherent divinity. Consider this. If you can imagine a new reality for yourself, you already have the divine power to create it. The dreams and visions you hold are not fanciful whims, but the seeds of your future. By recognizing and nurturing your imaginative abilities, you align yourself with the profound, creative power of the universe. So, next time you find yourself daydreaming, remember Neville's words. You're not just lost in thought. You are touching the divine, wielding the creative power that shapes your world. Embrace this forgotten truth and watch as your reality transforms before your very eyes. Now that we've explored the incredible power of imagination, let's talk about how to honor it in our daily lives. Understanding that imagination is the very essence of creation means we need to treat it with the reverence it deserves. First, make time for your imagination. Just like you schedule time for work, exercise, or social activities, set aside a few minutes each day to engage with your imagination. This could be through visualization, daydreaming with purpose, or simply allowing your mind to wander. The goal is to give your imagination the space it needs to flourish. Next, try some simple exercises to consciously use imagination as a creative force. One effective exercise is visualization. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and vividly imagine a scenario you desire. See it in as much detail as possible, what you see, hear, feel, and even smell. The more vivid your imagination, the more powerful your visualization will be. Imagine yourself already living that reality, and let the feelings of joy, excitement, and gratitude wash over you. Another exercise is scripting. Write down a narrative of your ideal day or a particular event you want to manifest. Describe it in the present tense as if it's already happening. This not only helps clarify your desires, but also sets a powerful intention for your imagination to work on. Lastly, practice gratitude. Each day, take a moment to be thankful for the power of your imagination and what it brings into your life. Gratitude amplifies the creative process, and recognizing the role of your imagination can deepen your connection to this divine force. Remember, honoring your imagination is not just about dreaming, but about consciously engaging with this powerful force. The more you practice, the more attuned you'll become to its potential, and the easier it will be to shape your reality. So start today. Honor your imagination and let it guide you to create the life you truly desire. Now let's delve even deeper into one of Neville's most profound teachings, the union of the divine and human. According to Neville, there's no separation between you and God. This isn't just a lofty, poetic idea. It is a fundamental truth of existence. Neville believes that the divine is not a distant, separate entity, but an intrinsic part of who you are. This concept beautifully encapsulates his view that our imagination is a direct manifestation of God within us. Your imagination's you, and you are God. Therefore, you create. These words might sound grandiose, but they hold immense power. If you understand that the creative force of the divine resides within your very being, it changes everything. It means that our every thought, dream, and imaginative act is a part of the divine process of creation. Consider for a moment the implications. When you engage in the act of imagining, you are participating in a divine act. This realization can transform your relationship with your own mind. No longer is your imagination merely a source of idle fantasy. It is the sacred tool through which you shape your reality. Neville invites us to embrace this truth fully. He encourages us to see ourselves as divine creators capable of manifesting our deepest desires. When you imagine, you create. When you dream, you are tapping into the divine essence of the universe. This understanding can empower you to live more consciously and creatively. So, as you go about your daily life, remember Neville's words. Your imagination is you, and you are God. Therefore, you create. Hold this truth close to your heart and let it guide you in your journey of conscious creation. Embrace the divine within you and watch as your world transforms in marvelous ways. As we come to a close, let's reflect on the powerful call to awaken that Neville Goddard leaves us with. Change your conception of yourself. and you will automatically change the world in which you live. These words are not just a call to action, but a profound reminder that our inner world shapes our outer reality. When you change the way you see yourself, when you recognize your inherent divinity and the creative force of your imagination, you start to transform not just your own life, but the world around you. This isn't an overnight process, but the more you align your self-concept with the truth of your divine creative power, the more effortless this transformation becomes. Every step you take towards honoring and utilizing your imagination is a step towards a more fulfilling, empowered life. So I encourage you to take these teachings to heart, practice the exercises we've discussed, and begin to shift your perception about who you truly are. This understanding and use of imagination is a journey, and I hope today's episode has inspired you to delve deeper into this extraordinary power within you. Before we sign off, I want to give you a sneak peek into our next episode. We'll be exploring persistence, the secret of transformation. It's going to be another enlightening conversation that builds on everything we've discussed today and takes it to the next level. So make sure you tune in for that. Until then, remember to embrace your divine essence and let your imagination guide you as you create the life of your dreams.